still working at 70. So every situation is so different. Assets, some people love to work and they just want to keep working longer. For folks born 1960 or later, their full retirement age in Social Security isn't even until 67. So you have a lot of people in that age range that are trying to get to age 67. So it's just totally based upon the person's situation and everything that goes into it. Here's something that's interesting though. If you there was a survey done, and 41% of Americans said they plan to be working past age 65. And that same survey was done in 1991, and only 11% of people said they wanted to work past the age 65. So you can see that number is changing majorly. So really the takeaway when you look at this assumption is the timing of your retirement, it doesn't have to meet social standards. So it's not a 65. It's hey, I have some clients that have pensions, and that's amazing. And their pension kicks in at 50 or 55, and they have enough money to go do it. Great, we can get you out the door at that point. But then a lot of those workers will then go back to work because they're 50 years old, and after being off work for a few years, they're like, I want to go do something. So we're going to build a plan that fits you and your whatever age makes sense for you. And sometimes we have to factor in health more than we do financial. So every situation is different depending on the client. But it's definitely not, Morgan, hey, one size fits all, let's retire at 65.
Yeah, I think that's important to point out. Everybody's going to be different. You might have in your mind when you start out working that, hey, 65 is going to be my number. You might go early. You might want to work a little bit longer. You may have to work a little bit longer. So again, never assume, right? We're going over some of these assumptions today. We're going to give you an opportunity to get on the calendar with Trent Miles and talk about, your own situation. And these appointments are complimentary. We're about to release those appointments here in just a second. Okay. So assumption number 2, underestimating your longevity, how long you're going to live. This is kind of a dark one, right? I mean, everybody wants to kind of live forever. At least you would think so. But if you're underestimating how long you're going to live, you can get in trouble there.
Yeah, absolutely. Because who wants to mess up and live till 85, 90, or 100, but then only plan to live till 90 and they have no, they have no money for 10 years. That's not and you're 90 years old. So we've got to make sure that your portfolio lasts longer than you do. Right? That's important. Your portfolio needs to last longer than you do, and none of us have a crystal ball on exactly how long we're gonna live. But we can look at some of the averages and get ourselves going. So here are new studies. Okay, this is people are living longer and longer. So for Social Security Administration kind of did some surveys, and here's what they're saying. Males turning age 65 today can expect to live an average until age 84.3. So males that are 65 today are going to average 84 years of age. Women turning 65 can expect to live till 86.6, so almost 87. So now we need to make our money last a few years longer. But aside from that, some studies here, 1 in 4, so 25% of people 65 years old today will last until the age 90, and 10% of them will last till the age past the age of 95. So just think about if your portfolio now has to go till age 95 instead of 65, 70, 80, and out the door. So again, longevity is really taking its toll. So what do we do? What are some of the takeaways? Well, in today, what you've got to make sure you do, because people are living longer, we need to have comprehensive plans, and we need to probably have some type of guaranteed income in there, and not just 401k income that we're hoping performs and that we're pulling 5% on. We need to make sure your portfolio has enough guaranteed lifetime income in it to meet all of your expenses. So that's what we'll do to help people, Morgan.
Tell you, the assumptions, you don't want to have them, right? Financial planning assumptions can get you in a little bit of trouble. We've gone over a couple of them already. You won't be working past the age of 65 and underestimating how long you're actually going to live. You got to plan for this, folks. They're complimentary. Trent, walk us through them.
Yeah, Morgan, these are what we call non-negotiables. And we look at those pillars when clients come into our office. If you think about it, you need 4 pillars to equally hold up a solid foundation. And as I'm breaking these pillars down, I want you thinking about your own portfolio. And if questions come up, give us a call. First thing we're going to talk about is fees. Pretty simple. We want your fees low, just like you. Our interests are aligned. Number 2 is risk. We're going to spend a lot of time on risk because right now with interest rates up, we hate it if we have debt. But if you have assets, it's the best thing that could happen. We can convert some of your assets to high fixed interest strategies that are going to give you great lifetime incomes. Number 3, taxes. We're going to be looking at taxes in retirement when you're on that fixed income. And then number 4, last but not least, is your income plan. And this is where we take every asset you have and we pick the age that you're going to retire, and we show you exactly how much money you're going to pull out year by year so you can walk into retirement with no surprises.
All right, the appointment's available right now. Call 800-893-1719. That's 800-893-1719. This is your opportunity. It's cost-free. You're leaving a checkbook at home. Call now, 800-893-1719. We've got more financial planning and retirement assumptions you need to avoid. Coming up next.
At Tribute Wealth Management, we believe in better. A better way to invest, a better way to serve you, and a better result. Our process begins with us listening. Take advantage of our complimentary retirement strategy session by calling Trent Miles, host of the Rock and Roll Retirement Hour and president of Tribute Wealth Management, at 800-893-1719, 800-893-1719.
We are back on Financial Fuel. Your host, Trent Miles. You can find Trent right here in California at Tribute Wealth Management. Check out the website, tributewealthmanagement.com. Easy to remember. It's tributewealthmanagement.com. It's a resource for you. Radio tab there. Click on it. Our shows are in podcast form. Trent's got 25 years experience in the financial services industry, helping hundreds of their clients get ready for retirement. Again, it's all about being prepared, having a plan, covering your bases, estate and legacy, maybe a safe money strategy. Have you thought about how you're going to handle Social Security and how it works with your other income streams? What about tax planning, health care? Again, a lot goes into retirement. Make sure you're dotting the I's and crossing the T's, as they say, and you are covered. And if you are sitting on a portfolio, that is not a retirement plan. There'll be an opportunity to get on the calendar with Trent Miles, talk about your situation, and these are cost-free appointments. That means there's no obligation. That means it is a test drive. We have 10 spots, only 10, and they will go fast. You can call at any time. 800-893-1719. That's 800-893-1719. Well, we started off the show talking about financial planning assumptions to avoid as you journey towards your retirement. So assumption number 1, you won't be working past age 65. Some are going to go before. Some may actually hit that number exactly. And some may work a little bit longer. And Trent gave us some great examples of people working until they're 70 or older. Maybe not because they wanted to, it's because they enjoyed it, right? They enjoyed the working part of it. And then there are going to be some in the category of your need.